Hey everybody, welcome back to Cat Gaming. Today we are doing another reaction video to the YouTuber Dryfruits, the terrifying last screenshot of a missing player. Let's get into
Hey
it.
Dryfruits, I was scrolling through Reddit when I came across a pretty unusual account that I think you may be interested in. Immediately intrigued by this email, I clicked on the link. The link brought me to a Reddit user named noobslayer_13. And at first, everything seemed pretty normal.
Hey, I'm going to start making posts about my Minecraft world I've been playing in for a little bit. It's gonna be so much fun.
In the next couple of posts to follow, he would go on to find a good spot for his house and then began building. After that, he would make one more post before logging off for the night.
Good morning.
It was now the next day, and he had made yet another post.
I rebuilt my house out of cobblestone.
Now, on surface level, this post doesn't seem that strange. He just rebuilt his house out of cobblestone. That's until you read the second half of his caption. It should be safer.
Whoa.
Now, this was a bit odd. You see, this was a single-player world, so what exactly does he mean by saying he should be safer now? Safer from what? But then I realized something. Earlier, in his second post, we can clearly see that he is losing hunger, indicating that he is not playing on peaceful mode. Which means that come nighttime, monsters are fully capable of spawning in. Meaning that he's most likely just trying to make his base a little safer in order to protect himself from the mobs looking to kill him. And it seems this theory becomes even more reasonable when we consider his next post stating that he wants to go mining, but he'll first have to wait until it becomes morning. All he wants to do is just be safe from the monsters outside. So, mystery solved. Nothing unusual is going on. Right? Well, that was until his next post.
It is morning now, but I will just mine inside my house. I will see how much I get. Let you know when I am back soon.
Now, this post was just weird. It makes sense to wait out the night to go mining, considering there are plenty of mobs at night which can sneak up and kill you. But it was now morning, and noobslayer13 still didn't want to go outside. Why? And things became even stranger when we take a look at his health. In a previous post, we can see a pretty decent view of his house, and it doesn't seem there's anything in there which can damage him in any way. So just how exactly did he manage to go from full health to almost dead in the course of time it took for the sun to rise? Maybe he wasn't being completely honest and did something off camera. But what? And is that something the reason he doesn't want to leave his house? But surrounded with mystery, we can't come to a solid conclusion yet. So I clicked onto his next post and things just got outright disturbing.
I will start digging down here for now for more resources.
In this post, he begins mining down for more materials, but just out of frame we could see that he blocked off his door.
Why?
Why is noobslayer13 just so paranoid? What could be making him feel like this?
I wonder what's going on.
It's now become abundantly clear that there is a reason he doesn't want to leave his house. Something is making him terrified of leaving his base. But what? It feels like each post just drowns us in more questions than we have answers for. So with nothing else to do but move forward, I continued on to his next post. And surprisingly, the contents of this next post was relatively more normal. He's just mining coal. That's until I read the caption.
I've been mining for a bit and now I must leave. I don't know if I'll be back.
Don't know if
this caption immediately struck me as uncanny. Why must he leave? And by checking the time this post was made, this was usually the time he would be on. But let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe something came up in his life where he was just plain out busy. But the part that really confuses me is when he says, I don't know if I'll be back.
Yeah, that's
Now,
weird.
if he was just simply busy, why is he saying he doesn't know if he'll be back on? And I'm getting this as he doesn't know if he'll ever be back on. But maybe he just meant he doesn't know if he'll be back on later tonight. Which in that case, wouldn't be that odd to say.
Yeah.
But this theory immediately becomes disproven in his following post.
I'm back. I found diamonds, but sorry I don't know if I am allowed to keep playing. We'll see, but they don't want me to, I don't think.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to keep playing. They don't want me to. Now, things are becoming obvious. Someone is saying he can't play anymore. It becomes clear that noobslayer13 is a pretty young individual, just by his name and the abundance of spelling mistakes in his posts. So maybe he just means that his parents are saying he can't play anymore. It's clear that he's spending tons of time in this game, and maybe his parents are just trying to limit his screen time. But if that's the case, why is he phrasing it so weirdly? Just the way he wrote this makes it seem like there's something a little deeper that we aren't seeing on the surface. But maybe I'm just becoming paranoid now. So for further verification, I went to his next post, and this is where things became terrifying.
I'm so sorry, I cannot do it anymore. I just never wanted any of this
Whoa.
to happen. Please, I'm so sorry.
What?
Anymore, I just never wanted any of this to happen. Please, I'm so sorry.
We have all the proof in the world that something more disturbing is going on than we initially thought. Just reading this gave me chills. Let's break this post down. He says he is sorry and he cannot do it anymore. Which, fine, maybe Noob Player is just being overly dramatic about his parents limiting how much he could play.
Yeah,
but
probably.
then why would he say, I never wanted any of this to happen?
Whoa.
And I'm so sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What didn't he want to happen? Just who is he apologizing to?
What?
Us? His audience? Everything is just utterly shrouded in
weird.
unsettlement. And what makes these posts even more disturbing is that he just continues on playing the game like normal, despite the incredibly frightening captions. It's like he's trying to keep his cool, but for whom? And this is when I realized that he only made one more post after this. So with a slight uncertainty, I clicked onto it.
Okay.
This was paralyzing. His final post had no caption, just a single image. And at first, the post didn't seem too odd. It was the first time NoobSlayer 13 has left his house since the beginning of his post. He finally overcame his delusional paranoia. But then something caught my eye. I took a closer look at his house.
Well,
That's when I saw it.
What is that? A white figure? It looks like a player.
Something was watching. So I began looking back at all his other posts for signs and came to another equally harrowing discovery.
Oh my. Oh my. It's been there every time.
It has been watching this whole entire time.
What is it
We
now?
now know as to why he was acting just so peculiar. We didn't know it then, but this thing was following him throughout his entire journey.
What
But
is
that
it?
now leads us to another mystery. What happened to NoobSlayer 13? I mean, just these posts alone make the story very disturbing. But the fact that this was also his final post to Reddit before just disappearing, I mean, where could he possibly be? What could have happened to him following this last post? We need an update. And after checking his Reddit profile, we can see that he hasn't even been back online since. He has seemingly vanished from the internet with no traces left behind whatsoever. This was very bizarre. So to try to find any leads on what happened to him, I began trying to search for his name, NoobSlayer13, on any other platforms just to see if another account of his would emerge. And after looking on several social media such as Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Google, I eventually found something on YouTube. A channel called NoobSlayer13. However, the Reddit account and this channel's name were spelled a little differently. So just to make sure they were both in fact the same person, I went to check if the channel had any public videos up, and thankfully they had just one video up on their channel. So I went to watch this video, and it was actually pretty ordinary. The video featured a person recording something off of their computer. And at first, this video really didn't seem to help us prove whether or not the Reddit account and this channel are both owned by the same person. But then I took a closer look at the video and came to a shocking discovery. In the beginning of the video, we can see the person recording close out of a tab on their computer. But after taking a closer look, we can see that it was actually Minecraft which they closed out of. And if we look even closer, we can actually see the player's arm in-game. And we see it's the same exact arm in the Reddit post. Meaning that we can finally confirm that this channel is indeed owned by the same person making those posts onto Reddit. But now that we confirm that this is actually NoobSlayer13's YouTube channel, now what? It's not like this video had anything useful which would help us in finding out what actually happened to NoobSlayer after his final Reddit post. And I really felt like I had hit a dead end in solving this mystery. That wasn't until I came across something huge. You see, after watching the video, I was looking for anything that would potentially give us a clue as to what happened to NoobSlayer. And that's when I decided to scroll down to the comment section.
Comments, okay,
And
what's
let's
in the
just say,
comments?
this is where things got disturbing. When I scrolled down to the comment section, I was met with a very strange comment. Aaron, we love you. Now at first, this might just seem like a bot comment not relating to the video at all. That was until I scrolled down a little more and found yet another. Aaron Mimi misses you.
Whoa.
Another
Okay.
comment made by the same exact user as before. This was a little odd, but hey, maybe it was just left by a family member trying to show their support. However, it was only when I read the last comment left on the video where things got creepy. Aaron, we miss you, buddy. Love you, kid. Come home soon, please.
What?
All comments made by the same user. Okay, this was getting weird. This seems a little excessive just to be a supportive family member, but not knowing what to do with this information, I kept this in the back of my mind and began digging around a little further. And that's when I came to a shocking realization. If you didn't know, YouTube has a feature where you can customize your channel's URL and make it unique. And after checking to see if Noobslayer had a customized URL, I found out that he actually does. And surprisingly, we can see that Noobslayer13 actually goes by a different username, Mr. Kane 9999.
What
And this
relationship
is
does
where
that
it
have
hit
to?
me. You see, thinking back to the strange comments under the YouTube video, the same name kept popping up over and over again. Aaron. And by looking at the channel's URL, Mr. Kane 9999, we can come to the conclusion that his last name must be Kane. And putting 2 and 2 together, we get Aaron Kane. Now that we have Noobslayer13's
So,
real name, this will help us
what does that
vastly in
relate
finding out
to?
what actually happened to him. So I started off by Googling the name Aaron Kane, and things got weird. After searching for the name Aaron Kane, I clicked on the first link I saw. And confused at first, I began reading a little to see what I had actually clicked on, and that's when I came to the horrifying realization that this was actually a missing persons report. Yes, you heard me right, a missing persons report.
Really?
Aaron Kane, a 16-year-old male, was last seen around 11:30 p.m. on April 12, 2025. Terrifyingly, just 1 hour after his final Reddit post.
Whoa.
So I'll leave you with this. Whatever that thing was in his Minecraft world, following him behind every step he took, watching his every movement, I really don't know what it was. But I'll tell you this, I don't believe this is just a coincidence. I know that whatever that thing was, that's what took him. That's what made him vanish. That's what made him disappear without a single trace.
So what
We
is
may
it?
never know what actually happened to Noobslayer13, or as we know now as Aaron Kane. But I guarantee you, when faced with the opportunity between truly knowing or not, I'll pick blissful ignorance every single time.
That was interesting. So, it was a Minecraft Reddit post that led to a missing person report? What happened? Like, what is that thing? What happened? I don't know. We might never know because it wasn't shown. And I think it was an interesting video. Definitely spooky. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Remember to subscribe to me and subscribe to Dryfruits. Bye.